they're being asked this question to determine if they can get the job that's going to feed their family. So I think that's pretty stressful. And they're more likely to have a motivation to give the answers that you want to hear rather than the true answers. So once we could get past the point of relying on people, to be honest, I don't know how this would work.
But my question is, before we were talking about societal impacts on personality and how more individually centric societies are going to focus more on competitive personalities. So maybe you're suggesting that we need to change the way society views individualism, because as long as there's still that competitiveness ingrained in our personalities, people are constantly going to be trying to compete to do better than others on these tests.
Right. I am the most agreeable. No, you're the most agreeable. Yeah. And then we just have a fight over who's more agreeable. But if that was the trait, we'd be in reverse. I'd say, no, you are. No, you are. And until we figure it out with a duel to the death, probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come to that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please comment below with any questions that you have about personalities, things that you would want answered. And we'd love to follow up with you on our comments and answer those questions about your personality. And no, we did not talk about type A, type B, and now type C and D, which have been identified as well of personality types. But once we started to look into the different ways that we can measure personality, we realized that that doesn't hold weight as much as, it's like talking about your astrological signs in a way. It's like it's a very subjective and non-scientific way of looking at personalities, and it's a super overgeneralization. So it's something that you'll hear a lot. Oh, I'm type A, I'm type B, but really those are just very qualitative descriptions, and they're highly subjective, and it's usually the person talking about themselves or someone around them based on a certain environment, so someone can appear to be type A when they're studying, trying to get into something competitive, and suddenly they're type B when they're hanging out, and then you call this person type A because you only saw them when they were studying. So I think that there's just too much subjectiveness to really talk about it on Health in Harlem. But like we said, please comment below with any suggestions for future discussions on this. And we thank you so much for tuning in to Health in Harlem here on WHCR 90.3 FM. And as always, this show is dedicated to the memory of Miss Gloria Thomas. And Mo, thank you so much for stopping by. He did have to leave. He's an extremely dedicated host, and unfortunately we did have to stay a little bit later today, so he wasn't able to do it. He's got a family to get back to, but he will be back next week, and so will we.
He'll be back 2 weeks from now.
He will be back 2 weeks from now, and so we will be back next week, though. So thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, and as always, Harlem, take care of yourselves.